Welcome everyone. In this video, I will preview the Latta Stridsforson, which is a new tier 9 Swedish premium tank destroyer. So first, let's go and check the crew of this tank. We have here 3 crew members. First, the commander, which is also the gunner, then the driver, which has also got the gunner skills, and the radio operator, which also has got the loader skill. So it's like a basic STRV or Cran 1 crew with 3 crew members. This tank has got a 120mm caliber gun. Let's move on now to the set of this tank. So this gun has 420 alpha damage, which can high up to 525. This tank has a siege mode and the travel mode. Let's get started first with the siege mode timing. So switch to the siege mode will take you 2 seconds, and to leave the siege mode will take 1.3 seconds. And you can do this manually like on the STRV tank. The DPM of this tank in normal mode is 2190, which means we have here an 11.5-second reload time. But if you switch to siege mode, then you will have an 8.1 second, basically 8.1 second reload time, which means a base DPM of 3090 to almost 3.1k DPM in the siege mode. But this is a basic DPM. Imagine how you can boost this, how you can boost this up. So this is amazing. And the gun travel speed is 16.3 seconds, which means it turns really slow. It turns slow when you're in siege mode. And in siege mode, your gun depression is 14 degree. Depression is 70 elevation. In normal mode, you have only 10 degree of gun depression. Accuracy of this gun, here we have in normal mode, the aim time is 2.94 seconds and the dispersion value is 0.39. In siege mode, you will have a really quick aiming gun, almost with 1.96 second aim time and 0.34 dispersion value. So these stats are not that great, even for long ranges, because 0.34 you can decrease this to 0.3231, but this is still not as accurate as tier 9, tier 10 STRV or a Leopard gun. So you will have problems to snipe in long ranges with this dispersion value. This is not the greatest. But you have here for compensation, you have 420 alpha damage, not 390. So this is why we have this compensation. And the tier 9, 10 STRV has 105mm caliber. Here we have 120mm caliber. So that's why we have here higher dispersion value. We have here 1.6k HP. The armor of this tank is a paper armor. We have here the front, side, and rear. But on the tier 9 and tier 10 STRV, you can't overmatch the tank only with plus 122mm caliber guns. And this tank, I don't know if this is available to this tank, because here, as you can see, the lower plate, we don't have here the shovel like the tier 10 STRV has, and it doesn't have the grill bar, which also the tier 10 STRV has. So this armor might be weaker, and the lower plate might be weaker, the whole tank, than the tier 9 and 10 STRV. So I don't know if you can overmatch this, but with heat, definitely you can overmatch with any caliber type. But I don't know if with APCR or AP, you can pan this if you don't have 122mm caliber gun. This tank weighs in 23 tons with a 380 horsepower. The horsepower is actually low, which means we have here in a normal mode, this tank will go with 60 km per hour forward speed and 40 km per hour reverse speed. In siege mode, you will go with 20 km per hour forward speed and 20 reverse speed. The whole reverse speed is 51.5 seconds in normal mode. So in normal mode, this tank turns really good, but in siege mode turns with 60 degree per sec, so it turns slow. The camo value of this tank is 421 without anything. This is the base camo value, which means you can upgrade this to even 1k. So this tank has a really good camo value. The range of this tank is 360 meters, which is really low, and the signal range is 741, which is good. Let's move on now and check. This is the an image from the back of this tank. As you can see, the side protection doesn't really have any good side protection other than this side plates here, but it's not as great as the tier 10 STRV. And let's move on, check the ammunition types. Here we have the basic APCR, we have heat and HE. So the APCR ammo has 420 alpha damage with 290mm base penetration value, which is really amazing. and insanely fast shutter speed, 1350 meters per sec, and one shell cost 1015 credits. Now the heat emission with 330 millimeters of heat penetration value. This is really good, and the heat doesn't lose penetration value over distance, so this is good and actually fast, 1100 meters per sec. So you can snipe with this from 500 meters range, and you will be good. The this one shell cost 4,800 credits, which is actually, I will say it's worth it because the penetration value is good, fast, and high alpha damage, so it's worth to shoot the heat with this. But 290 millimeter is also amazing, so you can farm with this. Now the HE has got 530 alpha damage, which is amazing, 60 millimeter penetration value. Base penetration is good, actually is fast, 1100 meters per sec for an HE shell is amazing, and for heat definitely, and even an average 1100 meters per sec is just fast, almost an APCR, 1150 meter. So then this is really cheap, only 870 credits. The conclusion about this tank, it's really good in siege mode, will be definitely a good damage dealer. 3.1k base DPM is amazing, aim time is okay. Dispersion value is not that great, but you can decrease this. Actually, it will be good decrease to 3.0 because then will be actually good. 14-degree wind depression is amazing. Good alpha damage, good DPM, good camo value. It's and even it's good speed in siege mode. So definitely not slow. And in normal mode, 60 forward, reverse speed is 40. It's actually faster than the tier 10 STRV because the tier 10 can go only with 50 kilometers per hour for speed, and this goes with 60, higher alpha damage, higher DPM, higher everything, and but the view range is bad, only 360 meters. But if you have a good light tank and he will spot for you, then it's easy. You can farm with that. This is a crazy tank to farm. So thank you for watching.